Falcon fans, Falcon fans, Falcon fans.
What's good, people?
You already know what it is. And you already know what it do. One time for the fan. We are back. Another podcast here. One time for the fan. Talking Falcons football. Episode 109. As our good friend Bodie here always tells me to remind the guests. To remind the fans. Episode 109. Chase, how's everything going? The crew will be here shortly. We do have a special guest here that's going to join us in a little bit. Ricondo, a real Falcons fan, is going to be joining us here talking Falcons football tonight. Chat is already lit. Chase, 1000, how's everything going with you, sir?
Been cool, man. Can't complain. Been a good little fourth weekend, I guess you would call it. Had to work a little bit. Had one day off, but been a pretty good week. Ready to talk some Falcon football and chat it up with the chat. Read the comments.
We are definitely ready to talk some Falcons football with you all. Chat is going crazy. I'm getting text messages. Yes, people, we are live. We are live. Some technical difficulties tonight. One with StreamYard, and two, Atlanta United, the big win.
Shout out Atlanta United.
For those that do not know, Atlanta United had a game today. They were sitting in 7th place. Came away with a big win over the 4th place Philadelphia Union. Smacked them up 2-0. Security just alerted me that Boss Man's here. Time to straighten up, boys. Boss Man's here.
Damn right.
3,000 is in the building. Bodie 3,000 is here. What's good, Bodie?
What's happening, people? How y'all doing?
We are doing
Chilling,
great. Since the last time we talked 3,000, not too much has been going on with the Falcons, but we are still entertained by whatever the Falcons do. And of course, the media has already talked a little bit about the Dirty Birds, so we'll get into that tonight. Big month, Bodie, for some people here on One Time for the Fan. I don't even know if we can do a Rolling Loud podcast, but this is going to get crazy in the next couple of weeks, Bodie. I mean, the energy that we bring to the channel now has to be transferred to the grounds in Miami for over 100 plus artists. It's just going to be a wild, as they say, a massive, wild, crazy time out there in Miami, Bodie. We can talk about Rolling Loud all day. We can talk about Falcons all day.
Yeah, I'm old, so
Oh, he got it. It's there.
I been got it. I'm old, so I gotta build my energy up. So when I get down there for 3 days of the burning hot sun, so it's gonna be fun.
As you can see, Falcons fans, there is a lot going on during the summer. For many of you fans, I see people going down to Essence Festival right now. I see people going to a lot of EDM festivals. Shout out to Thomas Scott, a couple members of the Rise Up Tour too as well. They're out there going to Usher's big concert in Vegas. Chase, you got anything planned big for the summer right now? Otherwise, then building that doghouse in the backyard.
Waiting on that
baby on the way. That's all we got going on. Waiting on the baby.
Baby is on the way. For those that do not know, Mr. Chase here has his first child joining the world here shortly. A Falcon fan too as well. But the blessing, the joy, the beauty of having your first child is just an amazing feeling, Chase. So for those that's in the chat, if you all ever see Chase at the games or see him on social media, always just give him a big congrats for what he got going on in his life. Because Bodie, as a parent, same here myself, we know that, for many of you in the chat too as well, we know that taking care of kids is a big responsibility. And we're glad that a guy like Chase here gets the chance to take on that task. I remember that time I picked Bodie up from daycare. That was a great feeling.
I ain't drunk yet. Just give me about 30 minutes. Give me 30 minutes and the jokes will come.
Diehard Falcon fan, Bodie 3000. Diehard Falcon fan, Chase 1000. And of course,
hey y'all, what's up?
Good.
What's
from
up?
Squirrelville, USA.
I just ran over one today, matter of fact.
Are you serious?
I feel bad.
You told us right up, straight here. First line that you get. You give them tell us about the squirrel run. That's crazy. I know.
Well, he ran off the road and then he decided to run back in front of me, and I couldn't slow up. So hey,
Got him.
Yeah.
Feel sorry for that squirrel.
How y'all doing though?
We're doing great. Chat is doing great. We have a lot of things going on here with One Time for the Fan. We do appreciate everybody who's here supporting One Time for the Fan. Once again, it's episode 109. Be prepared for some of the changes going to happen. I guess we're going to be switching some times up during the week. It's just a lot going on. We want to bring as much content as we can to everybody. Plus, we don't want to overwork nobody because Kira, Chase, Bodie, we talk Falcons like 24/7. Like, I don't know if the chat knows, but we talk Falcons like 24/7. I can talk to Bodie on the phone for 3 hours about just the Falcons.
Yeah.
Chase is in the chat dropping articles. Kira's in the chat dropping links and articles. It's just big because we want this team to win. And that's what's going to be about tonight, really about is the culture of this team. If they're going to be able to win this season. And a lot of fans are excited because of the roster and some of the moves they made. But now it's time to get down to the nitty gritty. And we do have a special Falcons fan joining us, Ricondo, a real Falcons fan is going to be joining us here in a couple minutes. Matter of fact, I think the limo just pulled up. He came. He's in a limo.
VIP.
Sheesh. I ain't never seen nobody pull up in a limo like this. Some presidential detail. Oh, hold on. That's the decoy. That's the decoy limo.
Yeah.
That ain't even the real limo. So where's he at?
Hey, before he comes in though, I wanted to say something real quick. Falcon fans, if you are on Twitter, please do not mention Derek Carr too loud because them ain't fans are. Let me tell you, they are afraid. Okay, they know we on their ass this season. All I did was say I'm afraid of Derek Carr, and they came at me like hard.
Saw you got blocked by a couple
just for saying I'm afraid of Derek Carr. But they scared though.
Man,
things like this.
Go off fan base. Derek Carr, trash. No,
don't mention him in that eyeliner.
Falcon fans, God. You're probably watching baseball, probably watching your TV shows, Netflix. Kiara over here getting blocked by Saints fans, y'all. This what Kiki's doing while y'all doing something else. She over here trash talking Saints fans in the off season.
The off season, 24/7.
Kiara takes pride in this because she'll post like the person blocked her, and then she'll post it like, "Look, y'all, that is so cool." That is so cool when you take pride in getting blocked. Like they blocked you, they sure did. Yeah, both of them blocked me.
They didn't like when I they tried to come for Ritter, calling him a third string. But when I posted the picture of that third string, if y'all seen the pictures of their third string quarterback, then yeah, you can see why they got a little upset.
Oh, you talking about old Cupcake?
Yeah.
Fruity Loops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, we got a real security.
He was doing the duck lips with the football.
Sheesh, not duck lips. Real security details pulling up here, y'all. Got a special guest in the building. I don't know what country. I don't know who the fuck's working at desk downstairs. Let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it, y'all. Hey, I'm sorry, Ricondo, man. Our budget ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Our budget ain't hitting like that. We would have had a soundtrack for you. The band would have been playing some instrument. We would have brought the drum line in here.
Oh, man, y'all live, man. Y'all live.
How's everything going, man? We got Ricondo, a real Falcons fan, joining us here in the building, talking Falcons football with you all. I know the chat's going to be going crazy here in a minute. Every time we bring a special guest here to the show, the chat gets live. And you know how it is trying to read the comments from everybody on the channel when we have a special guest here on the show. But the new format coming up soon, I think y'all going to like that because we're going to have a lot more special guests coming up. And we want everybody to be a part of it because everybody's going to be asking questions and comments and trying to, fill up content space. But Ricondo,
what's going on?
What's up, man? How's everything?
Good, man. Good. I love that you guys invited me on. I've been watching you guys' show, just like I watch all the Atlanta content creator show on YouTube. Be honest with you, about 2 years ago, I didn't know we had this many fans. So right. Hey, I thought I was the only one. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
All right, real quick off the top. Look, real quick. No, real quick. I just want to know. Tell everybody, why do you call yourself Real Falcon Fan?
Because, hey, I mean, just look at it. Look what the Falcons done been through, right? I mean, just if you just look at it like that, look what the Falcons been through. 1998, 2016. Just put your head down and think about it. You know, I mean, when we win, because I mean, I'm the Cowboy fan for the Falcons fan. Mm-hmm. I believe in us every year. That's how every year we come in. I'm talking up the Falcons, believing in the team, and then when the fourth quarter come around and we starting to blow the lead, and when we watch the ball on the onside kick, we just watch it and it rolls. And
at one point,
nobody jumps on it, and then
the best team up until the half, and then once the half hit,
I mean, Todd Gurley a score, and the Detroit Lions come down with no timeout and win the game.
That hurt. That hurt.
We'll give up a bomb to DK Metcalf against Seattle.
We can go to the Washington Redskins game last year, 2 years ago, was it? The kickoff return.
The kickoff. What about the floater that Tyler Heineke just threw up in the air, and they just watched it fall into the end zone to Terry McLaurin hands? I was at that game too, so
same. I was in that end zone.
Most of us were too as well. Yes. Yeah. And you're bringing up the pass, and now I'm starting to cry on the inside.
Exactly. So, I mean, just think about it. You bragging about the Falcons, and they every time. I mean, last year was at the game when Taquan Graham just dropped the ball out of his hand. I mean, just think about it. So if you're still a Falcon fan after all that misery, you're a real Falcon fan. So that's why. That's why I say I'm a real Falcon fan. So.
And you definitely are a diehard Falcon fan. You have a good platform too as well. We'll get to that shortly. You can let everybody know your YouTube channel, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, however you go about with your content, because we love talking Falcons football with everybody. We get the opportunity to get you to take some time out of your day to come over here and chat with us. We was glad that you can do this, brother. So from Bodie, Chase, Kiara, we really do appreciate this. I'm sure the chat does appreciate this too as well, because we love bringing special guests on, and you're a real Falcons fan. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no fake Falcons fan, y'all. This is a real Falcons fan.
So, like I said, I love y'all format. Like I said, I watch y'all show, man. Y'all real live. You keep it funny and stuff. So, keep doing what you guys doing. Hey, y'all done had more guests than me. I haven't even had a guest. I mean, I don't been to other people's shows, but personally, it's been just me talking Falcons, man. Just every day. I put out a lot of content though. I put out a lot of videos. Like I said, I could talk Falcons all day because that's what I do. So, but I really, like I said, I love you guys' show. So just want to let you guys know that.
Appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate it. And you wouldn't be here if we didn't. You wouldn't be here if we didn't mess with you. So same. So go right back to you. So
facts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, got the appetizers out the way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get right to the meal. Chase, got some news and updates coming from the Falcons organization. Chase, anything happened this week?
Yeah, I got a little bit of news for you. It's been a quiet week, but some Falcon news that just dropped this week. Congrats to Ryan Pace, been promoted to director of player personnel. This is a guy that's been with Terry for quite a while. He was under Terry from 2003 to 2014 with the Aints. So they have chemistry. He was already in a big role as a senior personnel executive. So for a guy like that that's been choosing players that come into the building to be next up in line is pretty dope. And for him to have such a great bond with Terry is only going to help lead this team. He was also a former GM with the Bears, took that job in 2015. So he's been around the league. He knows the league, knows players, knows what talent looks like. So shout out to him.
And that's your Falcons news and updates from the Falcons organization, because really ain't much happened this week with the Atlanta Falcons. But just hearing that news going around the table, y'all don't know who wants to chime in first. Kiki.
Hey, I'm cool with it. Like
the Falcons in the offseason, a lot of fans were saying the Atlanta Bears, Titans, they kept making up these names because players who had ties to those teams, I guess when they looked at Pace and they looked at Arthur Smith, they were like, oh, they used to be with Pace in Chicago. Oh, they was with Arthur Smith in Tennessee.
Right.
I mean, does that mean anything for Falcon fans, really? Like, when you're looking at it? Because some people will say we can't be getting some of these players from the Bears because Pace was over there. We shouldn't be going for Titans players because Arthur Smith is over there. Right. But then some fans look at it as, well, if they know the system from when at least a coach or a GM or somebody in that department was there, it makes them feel a little bit better, a little bit comfortable.
Right, and that's how I feel about it, right?
Like Jonnu Smith, how comfortable Arthur Smith was with him in Tennessee. Right. To see years later, he's now linked back up with Arthur Smith. I mean, some fans might say, oh, that's the Atlanta Titan Falcons. All them Titan players we got over here. All them Bears we got over here. But those connections sometimes mean something, right, Kiki?
Right.
Chemistry is a huge plus in this league. You look at the Madden game, you got the green and you got the red. If you got red all over the screen, you usually ain't got to win the record. So people that's been in the building and know each other and have good communication is what's going to lead the front office to a Super Bowl ring. I don't care what you call us. We just want the jewelry.
3,000. Let's get to you, and before we get to Ricondo, let's play GM 3,000. Bodie, if you are the GM and you want to go build your organization, you kick out the old regime, you bring in the new one. Would you go down the line and look for people who you're familiar with, or would you just go bring in a brand new system?
I mean, there's a reason why I brought those people on my previous team. I liked them, and and if they sucked on the previous team, of course I wouldn't bring them over here. Okay, so that means that I have faith in these cats. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different. This is a whole nother team over here, and and it's a group effort. Isn't Ryan Pace saying it isn't his last final decision? You see, he got promoted to. I think that player personnel position is probably right under Terry's position, right?
It's close to what Terry had in New Orleans, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So he was like third under Terry, and they was bringing in all them Bears players. You know what I'm saying? It's a group effort. It's a collective effort to bring in these players. They trusted Pace enough to bring in all these cats. They did their research, all that stuff, and I mean, it worked out that way. If you like who you like, okay? And if they fit what you think will help the team win, I'm for it. If they thought Jack could throw 80 on the run like he claimed he can and he can't, and they chose to bring his sorry ass in, sure.
What does Jack Spade have to do with why does me throwing 80 on the run? I told you about this, Bodie. We're not going to get into this on the channel. I've done this multiple times. There's just nobody was there to record it. I can throw 80 on the run.
Cap.
In Madden?
Not no Madden. This is real life.
Look, I ain't even started drinking yet, so
that's Michael Vick, 80 on the run.
Mike Vick. Yeah.
Man, let me get Drake out. Kiki, call your third cousin and let me get him out here.
No, they call you Jack. They call you Michael Trick. You trying to trick folks. Stop it.
Ricondo, you hear what Bodie said. You hear what Chase said too as well. If you're in that GM role and you're bringing in, your personnel, and you have a coach or somebody on the personnel that says, "Hey, look, I have a guy that I know really well. I worked with him in the past. I know you're going out there looking for different candidates, but let's take a look at this guy and bring him in. I'm sure he has a lot of connections to players. We can get him in. We can get this team rolling." Is that a route that you would go as a GM of listening to, one of your coaches and saying, "Okay, we're bringing a guy that we trust," or you know what, I'm going to go ahead and rebuild this whole thing? How do you feel about that?
Nah, it's all about relationships. I mean, if you look around any league, man, it's about those relationships. I mean, if you go look, like even Jerry Gray, bringing him in from the Packers, Arthur Smith worked with him when he was with the Redskins. So, I mean, just all their relationships. That's because you're going to bring somebody into your organization that you're comfortable with, and they understand what you're all about, things like that. So, yeah, that's definitely how I would do it. Bring relationships in, course, like you said, they got to be worth something. They can't just be be your cousin and they don't know shit. But
sheesh, not your third cousin joining us. Like y'all got little Frank need
I
a
got
job.
Pookie over here.
But they got to be able to do something. I mean, look at what Dean P brought his son in. He's still there, so I guess he knows something, Brandon, because you're gonna have that, that hookup every now and then, but they gotta know a little bit of something to
for
stick
fans
around.
would probably ask why we brought this up, because the Falcons and Terry and that organization, they're going the route that they want to go. So for fans that are complaining about, oh, Pace got moved up, he needs to be out of here, he brought them Bears players, it's not like that, Falcons fans. You got to trust in Terry. They're cooking on different levels that some don't understand. There is a business side to this, and then there's that football side to this. A lot of people are just seeing past that business side and just going straight to football. But if you're going to what the organization is doing, the connection from even Dave Huxtable, the senior assistant that they brought in from Alabama, the ties that he has to Ryan Nielsen and some of the people here on the staff too as well. Like you said, Jerry Gray too as well. The NFC North connection, that Mike Hughes connection that they brought over, Jeff Okuda, that's the system that they're into as well. I'm sure Jerry Gray said, "Oh, we'd love to have Jeff Okuda." Played against him for 4 years already. Guy's a beast. Same thing for Mike Hughes. They're looking at Mike Hughes like, "Oh yeah, NFC North," and we play the NFC North this year. Don't forget about that. We play them this year. So this is a lot when we're playing the Packers week 2, and you got Jerry Gray over there like. He's been over there. He's been with the Packers personnel. It's good to have some of those ties here with your organization. So I'm not looking at Pace saying he needs to be fired or he shouldn't have never been promoted. No, let the organization do what the organization wants to do. While we talked about it here, because I saw some people complaining about it once the news was broke. Because Kiki, we saw it. Atlanta Bears, Titans, Falcons. Yeah. Atlanta Rams.
I think some Falcon fans just want to find just something to complain about.
Which there are 50-50 fans on both sides of the fence. Some people like Ritter, some people don't like Ritter. Some people like Bijan, some people don't like Bijan. I understand. But then at the end of the day, we're all Falcons fans. But when you're complaining heavy on a Ryan Pace move, a personnel move that has nothing to do with as a fan, like, come on, dude. Come on. And this has nothing to do with content creators because no content creator ever said this. This is like fans and groups that we're in. So we do pick certain topics for Condo, and we see things that raises discussions, and then we'll bring it here to the channel.
I mean, if they didn't want us to bring in players from other teams that, Nielsen wouldn't have brought in Ellis, he wouldn't have brought in Omiyah.
Connections, relationships.
Come on.
Relationships.
I mean, get real. It just happens that way. Those are very good guys. He just had to bring over here, and they trusted him enough to come over here. They know they can help this scheme, bring this scheme to life in Atlanta. But they paid him a pretty penny. So they came on over.
But really, the secret guy, anyway, in the front office is really the guy that made assistant GM, which is Kyle Smith. He actually the guy that do all the dirty work for Terry Fontenot. That's why they promoted him to assistant GM, because, they don't want to lose him. I mean, because you look at the talent he brought in when he was with the Redskins, not the Commanders, whatever, but they had a pretty good draft classes up there, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So he has an eye for talent too, and bringing him in, and like you said, just promote your staff to keep those guys there, because somebody's gonna try to steal them away, just like we stole Terry Fontenot away from the Aints. So I mean, you want your talent. They got a good talented front office, so you want to keep those guys there. So I think he's the one, though.
I think Falcon fans should look at the front office of the Falcons and say that Terry, Arthur Blank, that staff, Pace, Smith, they really brought in some players who can get the fans excited, who can get them some wins. But I think in the organization, they're making moves to set up to say, we're getting ready to be a brand new Falcons organization here. And we're going to give the people what they want. Terry coming in here as a GM and talking about that hostile environment. I ain't going to lie, y'all. I mean, I shout out to Thomas Demetriou, but I ain't never hearing no hostile environment talking about Thomas Demetriou. No. Terry's for the fan. I've seen Terry talk and stop. Bodie, you've seen it. When we was walking side by side with Terry, the man stopped and talked to us because he's seen that we were Falcon fans. Like, it happens. This organization, y'all know how I feel about this organization, y'all. I love this team. Yeah. And I'm telling you, they're putting the right people in place on the field and off the field to get the job done. And we're going to talk about hostile environment in our pre-recorded video coming up later. So be prepared for that later on. Going to another topic because the chat's going crazy. We do have to get to the chat. Relationships, Ricondo, you mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
Bodie, speaking of that, a former player of the Falcons recently tweeted the Falcons in a situation where some Falcon fans were like, should we give this young, or as Country would say, young Thundercat?
Young Thundercat. Yeah.
Should we give him a go? A name that Falcon fans are familiar with. Hiki Devontae Freeman.
I saw that.
Recently tweeted out, or it was like an Instagram post, because there was a post that said, name a former Falcons player you wish you could watch again for the first time, right? And Devontae Freeman goes and tweets, I'm here for the people, Atlanta Falcons. So then some fans hit me up.
That's cute.
What's up with Caleb Huntley? Avery's not coming back. Could they take a shot with Freeman? Is it possible that there could be a broken relationship from the past now brought back to life? Ricondo?
No.
Falcon fans seen a starting Freeman long time ago going to Baltimore, and then after the moves he made, after that, the transaction, I guess he went to the Saints or something. He wasn't that starting running back like he was. He does look like more of your third down back or a third string running back right now. At the position, you have Bijan, you have Tyler, you have CP. That fourth running back, I don't think is going to Freeman, but it raises concerns for Falcon fans because a former player tweeted the Falcons. Ricondo, let's get around the table too after you. Freeman coming back to the Falcons to play I don't know, running back 4 in a room that's damn near crowded. Are you worried about the running back room or Freeman at all with this tweet?
No. I mean, he shouldn't have missed that block.
Shit.
He would have missed that block in the
Ricondo,
Super Bowl.
hey,
we would have won the Super Bowl. So no.
We would have won that goddamn.
We would have won the game. Go back and look at that play. Freaking Hummus was wide open. We would have scored. Probably you wouldn't even worry about Tom Brady out it. So no, I'm mad. Still mad. I mean, if you go back and look at that play, he didn't even touch the guy. He just it's like he did it on purpose. You know, they didn't have betting on football back then, but maybe he had a bet. Like I don't know, because he missed that block completely. He didn't. If he would have just touched him, like maybe Matt Ryan had time to get the ball off. Like so. And then he passed his prime anyway, so I'm just no.
I'm gonna be real. 6 years from that Super Bowl, I still haven't seen a highlight since. The last thing I seen of that game was the night I watched that game. I have not seen that shit. I do not want to see that shit, but I know exactly what happened throughout that whole goddamn game.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't watch the end, so people tell me that they scored. I didn't watch it. I left. Once Tom Brady got the torn cost, I didn't watch the game, so I don't know what happened. I haven't watched the end either. I don't want to watch it.
I'll just say that's the longest drive from Houston I've ever taken in my life, ever. And I drove from California to Atlanta, and the Houston drive was much longer.
Man, I came home, went in my room, and closed the door. Because I already
I
knew.
can just imagine it too as Falcon fans getting into their mode after that game. Like, what happened?
Man, that was just. Wow.
But you know, my dad will, like, when NFL Network plays it, he will turn it on and watch it because he'd be like, "I just want to see what went wrong. We know what went wrong."
I'll tune in and watch it. I'll tune in and watch it just because of how electric of a team we had.
Let's go around the chat here for about watching the game. How many people, honestly, in the chat or here on the podcast have watched the Super Bowl from that year like more than 5 times?
I've never seen it. I've never even seen the highlights.
I'm talking about watch the full game. I'm less than 5.
Oh no. I mean, at the what it was, Rocky's pick 6, I think I turned it off. I can't watch.
I've seen clips, I've seen little, snippets here and there, people post it, but I'm talking about sitting down and actually watching the game.
Well, my dad, he will. Yeah.
I have never watched that game. Only play I probably watched was the Julio catch. That
That's probably
pass,
one of the greatest catches, honestly, I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
man, that was the greatest catch. I know we lost, but if we would have won that game, that's probably going down one of the greatest catches in Super Bowl history, man.
Yeah.
That throw, Matty Ice on the run, he put that man right. Only Julio can catch it. That's the, you know what?
Speaking of passes like that too, I remember I had to play like that. Let me take it back.
Oh Lord.
Shotgun. I think it was like what? Like 4th and 26.
Middle school don't count, Jack.
Say it again.
Middle school don't count.
Like 4th and 29.
Jack must be drinking moonshine.
It was 4th and 29. Bodie, you there? It's like 4th and 29.
That gotta be
It was the high school. It was the high school championship. Quarterback. I was playing safety, and quarterback went down. We didn't have no backup. Coach looked at me and said, "You still got that 80 in you?" I said, "Coach, I've been had it, Coach. You just put me on defense."
That's some Pop Warner team.
He just got he ain't got 80, he got 240s. That's all it is.
Quarterback went down in the second quarter. I don't want to talk about the third and the fourth, but it's a long story, Ricondo. We'll save it for the next time. But we ended up winning the state championship. We'll get to that next time. Going to running backs here, Bodie. Your thoughts on Freeman, man? You worried about what Freeman talking about?
Right, I forgot to. Okay,
Shit.
I forgot the question because that shit you was talking about. Look, slow news day. Freeman ass ain't coming back. It's not happening. I appreciate him up until that damn missed block because I was gonna say that, Ricondo. I was gonna say that same shit you said.
Yeah, that damn block.
You missed the damn block. That's forever embedded in my head. The one time I saw you miss that block, I would never forget that shit. Forever. No, it's not coming back. He ain't got nothing left in the tank. XFL it is. Yep.
Chase?
Maybe not even that. Maybe Canada.
I'm not really too much worried about
maybe
running
Canada.
back.
God.
Pretty stacked. You got a Cordell Patterson. You got a Tyler Algier, a Bijan Robinson, possibly a Caleb Huntley. And we also have another cat that we brought up from the practice squad. So I'm not too worried about running back room. I think Freeman just wants to be on a team. And shout out to Devontae. He gave what he had to the Falcons organization, whatever it is. So shout out Freeman. And wherever he goes, good luck to him. But I think in the A, we're good in the running back room.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Kiki? Cousins family of Freeman? Anybody? Okay.
Nah.
So then you can speak on it.
Nah. I mean, I feel like we good on running backs too, like they said. I mean, the room is full. We don't know if Huntley is coming back. And then I hate to bring this up, but remember when he signed with the Saints, he made that little comment saying I always was a Saints fan. Yeah, nah. Well, you stay your ass away.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah, he can't come back.
No, once you say some whole shit like that, my bad. Once you say some stuff like that, you stay over there.
That's close to when Chauncey Gardner did the damn dragon kick on the Falcon logo in the end zone.
Exactly.
And then fans were like, "He's a free agent, bring him here." Like, bro, this man did a spinning 360 dragon kick on our logo on purpose.
And I don't know if Sade is in the chat, but like she said, he would have to purify himself in Lake Lania, before he can come play for. Shout out to Sade.
Damn.
I remember when she tweeted that too, and fans just went in. Lake Lanier, God.
That's
crazy,
how I feel
man.
about Freeman. He would have to do the same thing because he had on that musty uniform. So,
sheesh.
Let's go.
Falcon fans, we talk about a lot. It's only an hour podcast. We do go over sometimes different topics every episode. We've never spoke about Freeman here, Bodie. I don't think in all of our 109 episodes. So just bear with us for 10 minutes as we talk about something that happened this week with the Atlanta Falcons. He made a post, went out, he saw it, tweeted at the Falcons. I seen it. We have one time for the fan, so we're going to talk about it. So that's the cool thing about having a podcast, because anything that's Falcons related, you want to talk about, right, Ricondo? I mean, it has something to do with the Falcons.
Oh yeah. Sometimes
though, no 4 hours on it, but
yeah, sometimes when people bring up topics, sometimes I'd be like, I don't want to waste my time on it. So,
or even
he got time to tweet. He got time to tweet about that. He ain't got nothing going on.
Yeah, so
ain't no buzz His phone ain't ringing.
And
God.
I'm glad you
Bodie's
mentioned
taking
the
a shot.
tweet about tweeting too as well. What is going on with Twitter with the Falcons account, Kiki?
Well, yesterday I guess what's his name? Elon Musk was on a power trip. He wants people to pay for. He must be want people to
Not
pay
little
for Twitter.
Dez.
So apparently, if you have a blue check, then you could see up to, I guess, 6,000 tweets. But if you don't have a blue check, you're only limited to 600. But I mean, he took it off today because I mean today I got to kind of scroll as much as I wanted to because I think a lot of people were complaining about it.
Yeah, he wanted people. He wanted people to pay for their blue check.
Yeah, I'm not paying for Twitter. Like, no.
Yeah,
that's bull.
So if Twitter does shut down, we just what? We head to Reddit? Do we make a new Twitter?
We gonna have to call Tom back to open up MySpace again or something.
Gosh!
Oh, no. Or y'all go to that black-owned fan base. Y'all go to that.
Which one is that?
Isaac Hayes the Third. Isaac Hayes the Third. He owns it. You know, I have an ownership stake in that. You know, I have a investment in that. So y'all run over that.
We're plugging everything over here. Hell, don't forget to pick up your 10-piece from American Deli too, goddamn. Don't forget about that.
Lemon pepper wet.
Lemon pepper wet. We're gonna go to the chat because you know when we have a special guest, chat goes crazy. We want to make sure we get those comments in. And then we gotta talk about some running backs because we already talked about Freeman, so we might as well just stay on the running back room. Because we got Bijan Robinson news. And everybody knows Bodie loves to hear about Bijan Robinson news. Ain't that right, Chase?
That's right.
Bodie, Ricardo, if you don't know, we were talking about the draft for weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were leading up to the draft, and we have our podcast, and you were probably in those same shoes. It's looking like Jalen. Up until around when? End of March, beginning of April, and then what? The Bijan talk started getting heavy. Shout out to Pam Johnson in the chat. Pam Johnson called it even since the day after Super Bowl. It was going to be Bijan Robinson. Pam Johnson, she's in the chat right now. Bodie 3000 woke up in the chat one day and he chose violence. Woke up in the chat and said, "Y'all, draft pick is Bijan Robinson. It's nobody else. I'm going with Bijan." We said, "Bodie, how dare you?" We talked about the defense.
Y'all went off. Y'all went off on me. Y'all shunned me. Like,
I remember Ricardo seeing missed 67 messages, missed 100 messages. I just remember seeing everybody just going off on why it could be Bijan or not be Bijan. But Bodie was just sitting there like Bugs Bunny in the chair. Like, I ain't saying, hey, it's motherfucking Bijan Robinson. The day before, we thought it was Carter with Bodie, and then it became Bijan. And ever since that day, we had to give it to Bodie, man. He was right. But that was early though. That was early, like around April at the beginning.
It just made sense. The star power. You know what I'm saying? You don't pick in the top 10 and not try to get a star. You know what I'm saying? You don't pick just to fill a hole. That was my reasoning. You know, I did my research on it. Yeah, folks were saying, yeah, Bijan this, running back, but you need a star. You try to get a star. You trying to get a headhunter, a home run hitter. I ain't picking just to fill a hole. We fill that hole. You can do that the rest of the draft. I want a star in the top 10. So that was my reasoning.
Keep that thought, Bodie, because after we get to the chat, we got some more Bijan news that fans want to hear about because we've been giving Bijan the praise here, just like any other player that's with the Falcons. We ain't bashing nobody. He gonna do what he can do. Y'all, Chase, you saw it. Kiki, you saw it. Bodie, you saw it. On that podcast when they said Bijan, I stood up. I went to the next room, took 5 seconds, came back, and found out how can Bijan help this team win. I didn't bring out he ain't gonna do this, he ain't gonna do that. I said no, this guy he's gonna do whatever he can to help this team win. Now let's find out what he can do. So yeah. I was all for it. I ain't got no problem with it. Our picks he was on our big board, Ricardo. We had 10 players. Bijan was on it. We're perfectly fine who was selected. Personally, we all had our individual 3 that we wanted to go. Bodie had Bijan first. Chase, I think he was with me with Carter. And then we quickly understood, days after why the Falcons went with Bijan. But it was no disrespect toward it, Yeah. But I saw a lot of people head to Twitter like, a running back. And
Jalen Carter was right there. And I was like that too. I'm a Georgia fan. I was like, look at that.
Yeah.
Georgia fan.
I mean, I did a podcast, a video on why they shouldn't pick Bijan Robinson. So, I mean, I felt like he was probably one of the most talented players, but I just felt like, you know, they didn't need it because of Tyler Algier and what he had did. So, I was one of the guys. So but I also said if they get him, I'm cool with it because the moves they had made. That I mean, to be honest with you, everything they had made up. By the time we got to the draft, the Falcons didn't really have a lot of holes. So I was good. I was really good when they picked him. I was like, wow, we're gonna be this offense is gonna be something serious. But
on your podcast, Ricardo, did you mention one of the reasons why the Falcons picked Bijan was because of the mustard? I'm telling you, Falcon fans, that's why the Falcons selected this kid. This kid has a mustard contract. Come on,
yeah. And he liked mustard too. I don't know.
Just imagine sitting in a room with a guy like, so tell us about this mustard deal. Like, come on.
See, it's like this though. Like, I don't mean to go on a little tangent, but like, when you get, you don't pick for the fit. Like, if you got a player that's a star or whatever, or can be a star, is looking like they're gonna be a star, you go get that person. That's how I feel like you should. You don't pass over that for the fit. I see NBA do it all the time. You've seen Luka go like 3rd overall. Atlanta had him, then they traded him, and all them other teams could have picked him, but they picked the player they needed. They thought they needed, whatever. And then freaking Bijan slipped up to us at 8 because all those players, all the people picked players that they wanted to fill a hole with.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, Bijan is going to rip this league a new. He's gonna rip it up. They already talking about him being top fantasy, and he's a damn rookie.
Yeah, just be prepared because we're going to you first after we're done with the chat here. Because of course, when PFF drops some news, you know we love talking about it because everybody's all into PFF stats, especially in the offseason. PFF dropped something recently that has to talk about Bijan, and for some strange reason, he's sitting at number 1 on this list. A rookie sitting at number 1 on this list with players that I'm looking at who's been in the league more than 3 to 4 years. So a rookie is number 1 on this list, which we've told you multiple times in the past how many categories Bijan is damn near leading in right now before he's even touched the field. To some of these fantasy football and dynasty and all this. Man, we got so much to go over with Bijan. We got it. Chase, did you buy the damn mustard? Did you get the damn shirt and the mustard? Can we try to get the sandwich on the show?
Chase,
I need to get
it. Chase said the mustard is expensive. You got to buy Similac first.
That mustard is like what, $60?
It's like $60 for like a tube. Yeah.
Wow. What kind of mustard that is?
Like a Dijon mustard.
Name.
Like his name is called Bijan. Yeah.
It's probably Heinz in the damn with a different name. Bijan.
Kiki, we're going to the chat. Chase, we're gonna need you for that. That segment coming up here in just a second. Kiki, you might want to go ahead and read this one because he got a little bit of Sammy Sam going on in there.
I'm trying to read it and I'm trying to figure out whose song is this.
See, you're going to get stumped by Deshaun.
That's just my baby daddy.
You got to be careful with Deshaun from Southern Silk now. He'll come in here and stump you.
Who that is, my baby daddy. Oh, gotcha.
Hold on, you got to say the yeek now. You got to say yeek at the end of that.
Shout out, Deshaun.
Hey, man, you got to be on it. We need that Jude video, Deshaun. We need it live. We're gonna play it on the air.
Any of them old A-Town Southern players want to get on the podcast? Crank one and yeet. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Let me know. We'll get you on now. Shout out to Big Ant.
What's up, Big Ant?
What's up?
That's what you guys said. Carrie's in the chat.
What's good, Falcon?
It's going down in a major way when this podcaster is in the house. 95 North Falcons Talk Show. Fellas and ladies, what it do? Have a great show. Shout out to Alberto up there in, where is he at?
Rhode Island.
He's in the moon, I think.
Yeah. I just found out he know my family up there.
I remember you telling me that because Rhode Island's a small little spot, so I'm guessing. Yeah.
What's up, Lisa?
Right, Miss Lisa, another Sunday.
Because apparently they said you step outside your door, you walk two steps and you're on the neighbor's grass, and 2 more steps and you're on the county line. How's it working, Rhode Island, Bowley?
It's real tight. It's real tight up there. I went up there when I was like 12. It's small.
Sheesh.
Small.
Lisa Shepard is here in the chat. Don't forget about Lisa Shepard from Blog and Dirty. She just put out a nice article too as well on, I think, Atlanta Falcons, Germany. I'm sure she's working on the next piece soon. So shout out to Lisa Shepard for what she does for the Falcons community. Carrie's also here. She says, "Hi Lisa, hope you're having a great weekend." This is good. Falcon fans come in here and chat it up with each other. Don't forget the hashtag fan club, hashtag one timers. Bodie, we got an emoji. It's like that. That's what it looks like. We're kind of look at our emoji. See, it's the one time. One. Yeah,
we the ones.
Yeah, we got our emojis, man. You see the emojis down there? Pretty cool.
Shout out to the Usos. We the ones.
Yeah, shout out to Big Ant. Big Ant with the thumbs up. That's still a one. It's one thumb up. So we'll give you that one. Shout out to Big Ant. Kenny's in the building. We'll check in with Kenny when we play the Jets December 3rd. Kenny's supposed to be popping up with us out there in New York. So can't wait to meet up with Kenny. You said, "What up, family?" One time. Lowski.
What's up, Lowski?
Is in the building.
Hey, Kier and them.
Hop on the Bijan train.
What's up,
good, Miss Pam?
Pamela Johnson since day one, Ricondo called Bijan in the chat. She said, "I don't even know why I keep talking about this."
Bijan.
Remember that, Bodie? Bijan.
Literally.
Yep.
Shout out Pamela.
I felt like, I was getting ready to call security on Pam too. I think she tried to rub it in on the draft show. She was like, "I told y'all."
She did. That's literally what she said. I told y'all it was Bijan. Hey.
But she was right. She was right. You know.
Yeah.
DSGB Hall. Don't know where you at. I think he's back in the States now?
Sure.
Yeah, he's back in the States. Yeah.
He's out here one time.
Man. Appreciate you, sir.
One time.
Oh, he stomped us. The song is by B Rock and The Biz. Bodie, you didn't have that on your playlist?
I know the song.
Okay.
I know the song. Who that is? I know the song.
Lisa Shepard. I'm not familiar with Ricondo. Happy to learn about another Falcons fan content creator. Well, Lisa Shepard from Blog and Dirty. I'm glad you get the opportunity to find out a little bit more about Ricondo here on One Time for the Fan. He does have a magnificent channel of his own that he'll get to let us know about. Ricondo, real quick, let's tell us more about you being a Falcon fan. Like, how die hard are you? I mean, you told us in the beginning about through the times that you've been through, but are you a season ticket holder from the Dome days? Do you remember?
Yes, I am. So
okay.
I probably the last season in the Dome. That's when I became a season ticket holder. So I was there when they finally let it go, and then been the season ticket holder ever since. Man, be there. We got to get it pumping, man. If you remember last year that Steelers game, I think it was more yellow towers in the dang stand than
it was terrible.
It was crazy, man. I was like, damn, they got more terrible towers in the stand. We got to start it. As Falcons fans, I know the Falcons need to win. I get it, and I know Atlanta, it's fair weather fan, fair weather,
that
city.
Too.
It's a fair weather city. I get it, but we start winning. I know we got to start winning, but we need to. Like Terry said, we got to bring the home field advantage, man. We can't be having more of the other team fans in our stadium when we playing.
He has a point. We're going to talk about that with our hostile environment video that we're going to be putting out soon, because Terry keeps talking about it. Because Bodie knows, because you was there, Bodie, in New Orleans. Chase knows, Keith, you've been there. Terry's coming from that New Orleans era where it's like, we know how to get loud in this mother. It don't matter if you hate the Saints or not. We've been in that building before as fans. And if you've been there, you know how loud they get in that building. I'm not hating on it. I just know how fan bases are. A hostile environment, I've seen it in Seattle. I've seen it in Cincinnati. And it does play a big part on the field too as well. We saw it last year, Chase, a little bit. I think the attendance did go up with the Mercedes-Benz. Even the last 4 games, with the 2 home games, the attendance was up. I don't know if it's because of Ritter. I don't know if fans noticing that tickets dropped because they was out the playoffs, but the Falcons still came out there and won the game. But fans you saw it, Chase, they were celebrating. They were happy. They didn't care. They just wanted to be there for the experience. But we do need to see more of those diehard Falcon fans in the stands. Ricondo, I don't know if you know about the Rise Up tour, but it's a group that me and my friend started. We go on the road to the road games, and you should see our fan base on the road. Man, oh man.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that on the last show when you had
well, it's 1,200 of us in the group. That's just in the group. and
So yeah,
we're moving in the right direction. But we go to every away game and we put on meet and greets and events for the fan base. And Chase, you've seen it in New Orleans. Some of the videos have been out. We've been doing it. This is our 5th year now. And we're really taking it to the next level. So, of course, we got Detroit week 3. We got London we're going to. So we're putting on a lot of events. But our fan base on the road, oh, it's crazy, bro. Oh, it's crazy. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to put these chapters together, something that the Falcons fan base never had. There's no chapters here. Cowboys have chapters. Packers have chapters. 49ers have chapters. Seahawks have chapters. There's no chapters here. Zero. But me and my friend was diehard enough to create the first chapter down here for traveling fans to away games. And we have a West Coast chapter. We have an East Coast chapter. We're working on the international part right now, too, as well. So we're really trying to bring the fan base together. So when we show up to the Super Bowl in Vegas this year, and you're going to be like, where all these Falcon fans came from? Oh, they've been here. Oh, they've been here. They're just waiting for their day. But you're right, Ricondo. We got to get some more diehards in that building. Shouldn't be all these fans coming over, taking over people's stadiums like that. Especially when we got a beautiful stadium like the Benz.
Yeah.
Right there for the fans.
I mean, now for the Aints, we show up for the Aints. We always fill that up. But for some of those other teams,
week 1 season opener to be packed against the Panthers.
Yeah.
That's a rivalry game, Falcon fans. And you got a quarterback that's like 4'10". Like, come on. This is come on. Eric Parker.
He was picked over Ritter, though, to be better than Ritter. So.
Yeah, I mean, he did go to Alabama. I understand, the ties, the Saban. He is I ain't gonna lie, in Alabama, he was a decent quarterback. I'm a Bulldog fan. I seen it.
But we know how
you're in the NFL.
Quarterbacks do in the NFL too.
You're in the NFL. Tell him, Kiki, you're in the NFL now.
Yeah.
And Johnny Manziel was damn near good in college. He got in the NFL. He didn't do shit.
Yeah, you got all 5 stars playing around you. It's a difference. Believe me.
Mm-hmm.
That's why everybody's sleeping on Ritter. Ritter didn't have the talent. He didn't have that talent around him like that. But the kid won 40-some games, so we gonna see. We're gonna see.
Chase is still undefeated at home in the Benz, right?
Yes, sir. Ritter's that guy.
He's 2-0.
Yeah.
In the Benz.
He had the heart. He ain't got the arm strength. He ain't got the size. But he got the heart. And right here.
Yep.
Certain things you want to look at that I think fans don't know about. I told y'all, Chase, Bodie, and when I was at that Cincinnati game, I had Bengals fans like literally telling me like, wait till Ritter gets in the game. You guys are going to love it. Because they're not only Bengals fans, they're Bearcat fans too as well. Mm-hmm. So they were telling us how much Ritter damn near put that Cincinnati fan base on his back and did what he did for that college because fans were loving it. And they kept turning around. The Bengals fans, hey, y'all didn't put that Ritter guy in. No jokes. That Ritter guy is really good. So I can't wait to see him get this full season.
That's the thing. Him playing in the WAC 12 with no talent, beating up on all them teams. And then they come back and he playing in the Falcons with a whole bunch of talent. We'll see. We're going to see how it works.
Yeah, we're going to see.
This is going to be the hot take that's going to be surprising. We're going to get back to the chat before we finish up the last 2 segments here shortly. Is if everybody's expecting this run-first team and Ritter's just like slinging 275, 300-yard games.
That's
like you're going to be like, whoa, wait a minute.
Because that's what he did in college.
What?
Pass first quarterback.
We just beat the Panthers 27-17 and Ritter just went for 325 yards with 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Ritter be
can't even get 100 on the ground.
Man, I'm telling you, man, just look at the weapons. I mean, people sleeping in what really fun to me. People forgot Kyle Pitts on our squad, right? I mean, they called him a unicorn for a reason. Like, Kyle Pitts is going to, I'm telling you, watch. Look what he did with Drake London in those 4 games. Almost 400 yards with Drake London. I mean, Kyle, and then Marcus Mariota overthrew Kyle Pitts like 20 times last year.
Just 20?
Just 20? More than that.
Ridiculous, man. I mean, after that Panthers game, I was at that game, and I was like, yeah, I was done.
Yeah,
I was done after that. And when he
Oh,
threw the ball on the ground,
Oh God.
yeah, I was done.
Oh, you talking about the booty roll?
Yeah,
That's the
Booty
upside
roll
down
throw.
Falcon throw. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. This Joker got set running out of bounds.
Yeah, that's
That's how RG3 got hurt, didn't he? When Witherspoon was on him?
Yeah.
he got sacked, right? He just ran out of bounds, took a sack. I was like, man, you gotta be kidding me.
He was so
I forget
poo-poo. That's the
what play
thing.
it was in Carolina that just had me. The upside down throw was one, but there was one play where Bird was wide open. He rolls out, he goes to the side where Bird was. He's looking at Bird wide open. He's like, nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna think about it.
Because he's like, I can't throw it that far.
He's a one read quarterback. He's a one read guy. If it's not open, Tommy gets up and look. He ain't throwing it. That's
you know where Falcon fans got kind of locked in though with Mariota being the quarterback, where someone was like, okay, let's give him a chance. The preseason game versus the Lions when he took off for like that 30-yard run, people said, "Oh shit, he's that fast."
Or the preseason throw
we need him.
Kyle Pitts for a 60-yard game.
Right, that was in the Jets game.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was riding with him. I was one.
Yeah.
I was riding with him. I ain't gonna lie. But after that Panthers game, go back and look at my post. I came out, I was like, he got to go. It's over. It's done. We gave him all the chances. It's a wrap, man.
Yeah.
And,
that was the longest Thursday night game ever, too. I'm just like, will this shit end? Like,
yeah.
And just imagine, I'm standing there on the 40, pouring rain, watching upside down Falcon throws from Marcus Mariota.
Yeah. Then he got benched. Then he took his ball and ran home like a punk.
Oh yeah, then that made it worse.
But what they didn't see was every time he came to the sideline, and Chase, I think I talked about in the chat, he ain't saying nothing to Ritter. Everything was helmet off to the sideline, and you got your boy over there, rookie quarterback.
Yeah,
let's talk. Let's do something.
Not leadership.
No leadership whatsoever.
But yet he says he's going to the Eagles to help out their quarterback. Like Jalen really needs help from him.
He said, yeah, I'm gonna teach him everything I know. I hope not.
You don't. Yeah.
Don't pollute that man with your garbage.
But I saw the fans in the stands with the Ritter, what they call it, the fat head. You started seeing the fat heads of Ritter being held up in the stadium. I'm just like, yeah, people tired.
Hey, let's just give the man, or the team, the support. Everybody's going to be there week 1. If you win, you're going to talk about it in a positive light. If we lose,
because we was with Mariota. I'm up here talking about some comeback player of the year, Mariota.
I said that.
That's the same shit. I look stupid now. How bad he played last year.
Bro, let me tell you, those people, but it is what it is. Some of the fans lit my ass up on Twitter because I root for Mariota. You don't want to see your quarterback fail. Like you want. So when he played like the San Francisco game, I think he was like NFC Player of the Week or something like that too. So like, I mean, he had his moments, but it was just more negative than positive. So
he only threw like 11 passes in that game though. So.
Yeah.
He only threw like 11 passes every game.
Yeah, it was like one.
What was that stat boy we read? He was like 7 for 11 one game or some shit. I was like, what the hell is this?
Like 89 yards or something. It was something crazy.
I mean, you think about it. Arthur Smith got pissed. The Browns game when he just went and said, "We finna run the damn ball."
Yeah,
he was done. He was done with the passing game. He was done with the passing game. He was done with it. He was like, you know what? We just gonna run it.
If you watch that mic'd up video, you can see when he tell them to like, we about to just run the hell out this ball
run
right
the
now.
Piss out the ball.
Yep. 14 straight times, man. That was the thing of Brady too.
Yeah, he was done with Marriott hotels.
But that was like Caleb and Algier. They had a little breakout.
That was Algier's
so that was a
breakout
good,
game,
that was a good breakout game for them. And even
that's when they started
had like a nice little run too. So
Falcon fans, we are lit. Eric Parker, diehard Falcon fans here in the chat.
What's up, E?
What's good, E?
Get a couple more comments in before we get to these last 2 takes. Kiari said, Jack, you make me feel like an old lady. Every time you talk about music festivals and going to Rolling Loud, please stay hydrated. It's very hot here in Florida. Bodie, do you hear that?
Yeah.
You need to be telling Bodie that, not me.
Well, he older than me, so yeah. He is, yeah.
This is Bodie's idea. Where's he at? This is Bodie's idea.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was. Yeah, and he's over
here,
boy.
I'm over here. I'm over here.
Oh yeah.
This is Bodie's idea. Like, hey, you want to go to a festival with 70,000 people and just jump around fucking Miami Sun all day? Like, oh yeah, sure. I'll go ahead.
It was my idea.
But it's gonna be fun. I mean, we're diehard fans of a lot of.
And plus, it's crazy. I'm losing. I lost I'm losing 30 pounds to go to this damn festival, so I won't.
I've been in the gym. I lost a lot of weight to go to this festival too.
Straight up, like no cap.
Street playing.
No cap. I done lost about 20 already. Y'all think I'm playing?
Yeah. That's what's up, buddy.
You see it on the videos and you see it in the crowd. 70,000 people mashed up, or hopefully that area that we have is going to be sectioned off. But if it's not, he's got to prepare for whatever happens. But we're lit,
They gonna mosh pit your ass. They gonna jump all over you.
That's what they gonna see, just like that.
Elbows fire.
Big Kenny in the chat said, "Big Chase, congrats, bro. Get some sleep now, as you boy. You better get some sleep.
Appreciate it, Kenny. Appreciate it, bro.
Exactly. Get some
that sleep, Chase.
Chase don't. I don't think Chase don't. It's funny telling the first time parent this stuff. It's like, oh yeah, I'll be. Yeah, sleep.
Yeah,
You ain't gonna sleep.
Sleep. Good luck, boy.
Big Ant, talking Falcons football is a full-time job. Agree or disagree?
Chase, if you a diehard, Ant, you exactly right. If you a diehard,
You're right. Yeah, that's what we do.
thanks.
Yeah, you spend more time trying to defend the Falcons than anything,
Nice.
man. Especially from the national media. I can't stand the national media, man.
You and me both.
But shout out to NFL Network, because they do show us some love. Like Kyle Brand and what's his name, Peter Schrager. They do show love to the Falcons.
Peter Schrager, low key, has been a Falcon fan. Like he just wants them to win, so he can start talking about them. Like, oh yeah, I've been on the Falcons train for years. Y'all remember talking about them?
Yeah.
You can hear it from Peter Schrager that he does want this team to win. Other people, I can hear the hate. I can feel the hate.
But let me give y'all a little hot take. I think a lot of folks are talking about the Falcons because we got the best offensive talent in the draft. So paired with all the talent that we have already on offense, and then what we did on defense, they got to look at us now. So now they on our job. So now they sitting around here saying, the Falcons, look out for them. Yeah. It's all fueled off of name. You know what I'm saying? If we went and got if we would have got an old boy from Georgia, we'd have drafted him. They wouldn't be talking about us like this. I promise you. Nobody would have been on Algier saying he's gonna run us to the Super Bowl. I promise you. But it is what it is. But it's name value for the media. That's what they want. They want name value, and Bijan Robinson is appealing to people.
Right, because even if we did get Carter, I don't think they would have been talking about us as much as they are with Bijan.
But see, but they secretly know that we got talent, because just you remember the whole Lamar Jackson talk, and it was like, we get Lamar Jackson, we'll go down there with Kyle Pitts and Drake London, and it was like how explosive they'll be. But since we decided not to go that route, they forget about we had Drake London and Kyle Pitts, and we just added Bijan Robinson to that. So they know. They know. Yeah, they know.
They know. And then that's another thing with the media. They gotta see it. They need to see it, before they put their stamp on it. They won't come out and give no hot take. It's like Stephen A. I watch Stephen A. on damn First Take every damn day. Oh, they suck. He sucks. And then he come out and do 40. I knew he could do it. I shut up. Man, shut up. That's the media for you right there. Flip-flopping on you like that.
Stephen A. sniffing his forehead, get on my nerve.
That's why I say new media different. We stick to our guns. I'm gonna keep that same energy here.
You see me coming here from Anthony White. That's what we talked about the other day, Chase, in the chat.
Yeah,
I think it's Pace or Smith. Somebody's up out of here soon. They're gonna go ahead and get their own GM job soon because their organization is kind of pushing them in that role.
Probably Smith.
Yeah,
Smith probably. That guy, man. He's that's the one that Terry Fontenot say he be calling me at like 12 o'clock at night, asking did he see this guy or something like that. He's on it, man.
We're good, Jalen.
Yeah.
Jalen, shout out.
King Quest 710 said, question, why all the Aints fans always love to go at Kiki? Kiki, what do you do to Aints fans on Twitter?
I don't even be saying nothing.
Why do you do what you do constantly to them? Like, why do you, why?
It's entertainment.
I laugh. It's funny to me, though. Like, it's funny.
Don't stop.
Oh, I'm not stopping until like we sweep them. When we sweep them, because I know what's coming this year. I'm gonna be the biggest asshole on Twitter. Yeah.
Falcon fans, we are lit. Benny Smith, Jalen Jones, Lisa Shepard, King Quest. So many people here in the chat. Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast. Chase, you know all the links. I can't remember most of them, but we're pretty much everywhere when it comes to One Time for the Fan. Ricondo, a real Falcons fan, is here joining us on episode 109 of One Time for the Fan. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna get to the Bijan Robinson news in a minute here. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it. Chat always goes crazy, and we love bringing up the comments in the chat. But you know how it is when we have guests. We got the content. We're talking about the topics. Everybody's giving their opinions and their thoughts and the facts. And we will run over time sometimes. And if we go to the chat, Kondo, I'm sure you know we can be talking Falcons football for 5 hours if we pick on every single comment and go over it too as well. So we do thank everybody's comments. We see a lot of Falcon fans here in the chat. It just keeps scrolling. It just keeps scrolling. Rise Up Tour members are in here. They're ready for away games. I'm sure they want to hear some away game information news. Eric Parker, Foxy Noxie's in here. Pamela Johnson, Jeff Wolf, Diane Markham is in here. 95 North, Jalen Jones, Carey. So many people's in here chatting it up too as well. Is that the Jets fan? Is that the Jets mascot in here?
God,
He ain't in here. I thought he was in here. This would have been a great day because Eric Parker's in here. He would have roasted the shit out of him.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn, Eric, you got to show up when that Jags fans in here. You're gonna love this.
He might be in bed now though.
Shit. Trying on a new mascot uniform. Let's go to what PFF talking about, y'all, because the chat is crazy. Benny Smith in the building with the Rise Up, y'all.
Rise up, Benny.
What's up, Benny?
Bodie 3000, as Big Country would say, people getting naked. Bijan Robinson.
Shout out Big Low.
Shout out Big Low Country. He's in Vegas right now. I think he's getting ready for the Usher show at the residency.
That's what's up.
And then Thomas Scott is there too as well. He's going to be at the show tomorrow night. But Usher's doing big things. So shout out to Usher from the
that's
8th,
what's up.
taking over Vegas and got everybody traveling for this show. I've never seen it. I heard he's on roller skates and there's a I don't know. Whatever
everybody trying to sing that damn song in falsetto, hurt themselves.
Yeah.
I know a joke on roller skates, rolling around, buttoning up his suit and unbuttoning his suit. That's some fancy shit. I'll buy $500 for that ticket too. Shit. And where he get them skates from? So I'm over there asking, who the fuck made these chicken tenders? That's the next question I'm asking. Bodie, you're big time on Bijan Robinson. Chase, I'm sure you're going to pick him in Madden. You're going to draft him on your fantasy, however it goes. Top 10 dynasty running backs going into 2023 into this season. Number 10, we have Ramondre Stevenson from the Patriots. Number 9, we have Kenneth Walker from the Seahawks. Number 8, a name that Falcon fans definitely know. All you fantasy people. I don't know. I don't play fantasy. Saquon Barkley from the Giants. At number 8. Number 7, the man who took Zeke's job, Tony Pollard.
That's crazy.
Number 5,
Zeke
Christian McCaffrey, who fans have told me, not just from the Falcons, but other NFL teams, that he's probably the number 1 running back in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Christian McCaffrey.
I can't hate on him.
I can't hate on him either. He's solid.
Number 4, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Number 4, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Number 3, Jonathan Taylor.
Wild. That's wild.
Jonathan Taylor at 3. Number 2.
Who? Oh, never mind.
Because you haven't bashed that fan base yet. That's why you don't know who that player is.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
So we should start talking about the Colts. Who y'all got on your roster? Jonathan Taylor. Fuck Jonathan Taylor. Kiki's a diehard Falcon fan. I don't expect her to care about who Jonathan Taylor is. I don't care about Jonathan Taylor.
They did Matty Ice wrong last year.
That's my daughter's dad team. I do roast him a lot too. I do roast the Colts a little bit.
And Kiki posts the mess. She posted the message. Her roasting your daughter's father. He's a Colts fan.
Mm-hmm.
Kiki posted the message of roasting the guy. Like, dude, he can't get no break.
No, he don't catch no break. Yeah, imagine being a Colts and Celtics fan. Like, he got roasted.
Shit. God. The Jags fan is in the chat. The Jags fan, was he a Jaguars fan? He's a Bama fan. He's a Bulls fan.
He's just all over
like
the place.
A Penguins fan, I think. It's like, God damn, kid.
Damn. That team in Antarctica too?
Texas going crazy. Yeah, not the Antarctica team. Number 2, Breece Hall. And of course, we wouldn't be talking about this unless it's Falcons related. Number 1, and they put it with the bold caps, everything. Bijan Robinson.
that guy.
Another article coming out this week about Bijan being number 1 in dynasty running backs. We talked about it with Vegas saying that Bijan probably has offensive rookie of the year, number 1 locked up right now, number 1 fantasy running back going into this season. The hype train, Kiki talked about it with the Vegas has the bandwagon bet going on of, who to be a bandwagon of this year. And the Falcons is on that list. So much media hype going on now with the Falcons. Everybody's on the boat train with the Falcons, or on the boat with the Falcons. Bodie, top 10 dynasty running backs, to see Bijan number 1 on that list. I'm sure you happy about that.
Look, it's not nothing to teach him. He's ready made. He's ready to go. Put the pads on him, just drop the right scheme, and he's gonna run your team to the playoffs. He's ready. He doesn't have a damn. What they was trying their damnedest to find his weaknesses when they was talking about his weaknesses during the draft. Oh, he's not the best blocker. Oh, hey, fuck that. He's not blocking shit. He's running. He's catching. He's not. You want to hear that? Okay,
right.
They was trying, but Bijan has no weaknesses. He is the best offensive player to come out of draft in many years, and I mean like 5 to 8 years. So it's ready made. It's all on the coaches now to scheme them up and just have us be dangerous. We got so many weapons. It's crazy. We should have damn Pitts leading. Really should be leading the team. Like I keep saying, he should be leading the team in targets because he's a unicorn and we drafted him 3rd or 4th overall, whatever it was. And he should be the guy. It's Pitt, London, Pitts. We got weapons out the ass. So like, it's really Bijan is just gonna just have everybody scared. Where's Bijan? Oh, he over there in the slot. Oh, he over there. Oh, he in the backfield. Oh, he just moved to the slot. Like it's gonna be Bijan. They're gonna be scared of him. He is the threat, and he's amazing. He's amazing. Amazing talent.
Ricondo, is Bijan that guy? There's a lot of hype riding around this young kid from Texas.
Well,
is it possible that this is what the Falcons needed? Was this type of hype around a running back?
Well, I can tell you this, man. Looking at Bijan Robinson, just going back and looking at the film, and I don't like to do this, especially because it's bad for rookies to put him that high on the pedestal. But when I look at him, man, he reminds me of Marshall Faulk and LaDainian Tomlinson.
That's a.
I mean,
Lord, that's a good combo.
That's the way he runs the ball.
Wow.
And then the way he can catch the ball out the backfield. I mean, just go back and look at what the Rams did with Marshall Faulk, the greatest show on turf, man. Bijan has that kind of skill. He really do. And the crazy thing about it, he's big. Like he's like 215, 218.
He's not a small back size. No, he's a big guy. Yeah.
He's a big back. And then he got that little dead leg where he don't slow down when he cuts. He gets skinny in the hole. And, Arthur Smith talked about the contact balance because it's different than Tyler Algier. Tyler Algier just going to run you over. Bijan, he's going to make you just touch him a little bit and be able to keep that balance and keep going. They just got to, like he said, you just got to use him. They use him the right way. Sky's the limits, man. He's going to be dangerous. And then you add all those other weapons around him. I mean, I just don't. This offense is going to be really exciting to watch this year. I'm excited. And honestly, I'm more excited about the defense than the offense, but the offense it's going to be exciting.
That's a fact.
Chase, not only just from what Wakanda said and what Bodie said, but nobody's even mentioning that Bijan is out there working out right now with Jamar Chase.
Yep.
And his team, or that training group that they're a part of. You know how big that is for a running back who's getting ready to run to this skill position. He got to be when he's a specialist. So this man's going to be in the slot. This man's going to be at running back. You don't know where Bijan going to line up, but to be working with Jamar Chase. Wait, I'm sorry. To work with Jamar Chase. I mean, people ain't even talking about that. You seen the videos, the deadlifting videos, the route running videos. That is big. Yeah, Bodie, that was a good one, right? That was a good one, Bodie. You saw that one. No, you saw that one, Bodie. Come on, Bodie. Come on, Bodie. But Chase, working out with Jamar and his team and what Jamar has done in the NFL. I mean, if you're learning from a guy who's been there a couple of years and he's already recognized a lot of route patterns, how to do a lot of route running, where to go, where to be on the field, where your X's and O's are. This is still a guy that you're, it's competition. I mean, you're playing against this guy if you make it to the Super Bowl or something, if the Bengals make it and the Falcons make it. But on the field, there's a lot of friends. Bijan, Chase, Justin Jefferson. However, there's a lot of friends. So people don't really take certain things personal. Oh, I can't work out with this guy. I can't work out with this guy. If Bijan is working out with Jamar Chase, he's getting all this hype around the media. For you as a fan, Chase, how are you feeling going into the season, knowing that Bijan he's pretty much blowing up all over the NFL media right now?
When you talk about Bijan, you just have to bring up the stats, bro. The numbers don't lie. You look back in college, he was a running back with 258 attempts with 1,580 yards as a senior in college, averaging 6.1 yards on the ground, 18 touchdowns. And when you talk about his passing game, he was 19 for 341 yards for 2 touchdowns. So this guy's a dog and is in the passing game aspect and it's in the running game aspect. Pick your poison. Arthur Smith knows how to pull the talent out of players, and to have such a dominant rookie like Bijan come in the building, it's only going to make the team better. You already had a running back last year with 1,000 yards, broke the rookie record as a running back. To have another running back come in and possibly break that rookie record would be amazing to see. So to have 2 1,000-yard backs and that already being a strong point for this team, I mean, it's only up from here, dog. And I'm definitely ready to see it. And like I said, and a bunch of other podcasters have said it, it's on Arthur Smith. This season is on his back, and if we fold, it's because of it.
Kiki, you hear with Chase, Ricondo, even myself, and what Bodie said, and Bijan's getting the hype. We talked about Vegas a little bit about the hype train was going on with the bandwagon. Right. Get on the Falcons bandwagon if you want to win this season. Bill Barnwell, a journalist that we've talked about here on the podcast, who has said a lot about the Falcons in the past. His ranking of where the Falcons offensive arsenal group is looking like has them at 10 on his list. It just adds to more hype. More people are talking about the Falcons. When Ricardo said it, when Lamar's name was in there, oh, we got this weapon and this weapon and this weapon. And then when Ritter's back there now, then they're starting to realize it. Oh my gosh, the Falcons do have a really good team, even with this quarterback that we didn't want at quarterback.
Right.
Bill Barnwell now looks at the team and says, Bijan, Tyler, Cordell, Drake, and Pitts. If those are some of your weapons, I'll put them at 10 on my list of arsenals. That is big right there going into this season because everybody keeps saying it. Mina Kimes said it the other day. A team to watch for who can have a breakout turnaround season and make the playoffs is the Falcons. Vegas is buying in on the hype train about the Falcons. Drake London media time, Grady Jarrett's media time. Everything is now looking like, hey, in the NFC South, that red and black could be in the playoffs. Your thoughts on Bill Barnwell and a little bit about Bijan too as well. Bijan's getting a lot of media hype. Bill Barnwell is putting us top 10 with the offensive groups of his rankings. How you feel about that as a fan, Kiki?
I mean, I like it, but first I want to say it's like, when the whole Lamar situation was going on, everybody, like I said, was hyped about it. But then when we decided not to go with Lamar, when we chose Ritter, it was just like, they ain't gonna do nothing. Then all of a sudden, now everything is changing. Like I'm seeing different videos on YouTube, like in my my homepage pop up. The Falcons are dangerous. Like, basically it's a pick your poison situation anyway with our offense. So Bijan, 4 words, rookie of the year. And that's all I'm gonna say.
A lot of people, not only from the Falcons community, Ricondo, Chase, Bodie, Kiki, not only from this chat, not only from Falcon fan groups, but from Jets fans to Vikings fans to Bucks fans, a lot of people looking at their fantasy and saying, yo, we got to draft that kid out of Atlanta. We got to. The Falcons are going to use this guy. They're going to get a lot of it. They're going to get as much as they can out of this rookie. In the passing game, the running game, it doesn't matter. And if you're looking at it as a fan, for me, I love that type of hype because I haven't had this hype in a long time of people telling us. A Steeler fan texted me the other day. How much do you think they're going to be using Bijan this season? Why do you care? Oh, why do you think he cares?
Fantasy.
Why do you think he cares? For his fantasy team.
Yeah.
For your fantasy,
Because he knows that the running back that's been selected this high in the draft, you got to use him.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. See, Tyler just went over 1,000 last year.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, CP's how old? Oh, you finna use the hell out of Bijan.
Mm-hmm.
So
fourth in rushing, man.
Yeah.
Telling you, man.
Chase talked about the stats coming out of college too as well. Go look at some of his stats in Texas. I think he's on the all-career all-time highs list too as well. And he's up there with Ricky Williams and Earl Campbell and a couple other people too as well.
And that was just senior stats. He progressed every year throughout his freshman all the way up to his senior. The numbers continuously to rise. So I imagine he does the same coming into the NFL. He seems like a smart kid. He's got his head on his shoulders. So I'm rooting for Bijan.
I will say, go ahead.
That last comment, they said they want see. So we talk about offense, but to be honest with you, I'm really excited about the defense, man. I mean, really, the offense is going to do what they do. They just got too many weapons. It's going to happen. I'm excited about defense because that's what's going to get us to win NFC South and get us back in the playoffs. That's to me, that's where it's at. But offense. It has to happen. It just got too many weapons. It got too many weapons, man. I can't see it not happening. So,
and one quick point I wanted to make because people keep saying why they still saying things like why did we pick Bijan because we have a 1,000 yard running back in Algier. We see what's going on with Zeke, Dalvin Cook. All these, quarterbacks that they done ran in the hole. Why would we do that to Algier? It's nice to have a 1-2 punch. Anyway, CP is getting older. We need our thunder and our lightning. So, it makes sense. He's a generational talent. So,
I see some fans might see the conflict in having a running back that just had 1,000 yards and you go draft a running back. They're two different style of running backs. I didn't see Tyler Algier many times in the slot last year. In the passing game too as well. So we know what Tyler's role is probably going to be. A lot of just running, bowl people over, get down the field. And if you're averaging 4.5, CP's doing 3.5 to 4, and then Bijan coming out of college with 5 to 6. That's first down damn near every series. You're getting ready to run up. This is big when you're looking at a team. Oh man,
it's not a bad problem to have anyway.
It's a good problem.
You want that problem.
They drafted Bijan simply. They preach best player available. He was the best player available on the board at that time. It's just that simple.
Yep.
You can't argue.
That's the media knocking the running back position down. It's just invaluable.
You can't argue it. Yeah.
And I guess, you can find a running back in the 5th, 6th, 7th round that'll get production out of it. But, you ain't going to find no Bijan. That's the thing.
That is true. And BPA for Falcon fans going into next year's draft, just remember that there's BPA in every position. It's not one player. So you got the best player available at running back at number 8. That was the best running back on the board.
We might have got the best player, and some folks say we got the best player in the draft at 8.
That I heard too as well. Yeah. And I don't know how PFF and these big companies and the stat companies and everybody looks at it to say, hey, that's the best player, but I'll take it. I'm a Falcon fan. Hey, you got the best player in the draft. Fuck you. So it is what it is. But I'm with this team, Ricondo, and you know it. Kiki, you know it. Chase, you know it. Bodie, you know it. It's a brand new team. And I'm with this team to go forward and get the wins. Ricondo, you're going to be there probably week 1 at the Benz.
Oh, hey, yeah.
We know that. Everybody in this chat right here, everybody who's on this podcast who's talking right now is probably going to be at the Benz week 1 to see what the team win. After that, you got week 2, you win again. In week 3, off to Detroit. Week 4, you got London. It's just a feeling that, like Eric Parker said, he's been waiting for a defense like this his whole life. I've been waiting for a team like this, an organization like this, and the city is perfect. Atlanta's perfect.
Like this, a rhyme like this. All right, let me stop.
Sheesh, you got a mixtape coming out? So Atlanta is perfect for a Super Bowl win. Everybody knows. Kiki, you talked about it. When we win the Super Bowl, oh my gosh,
not going to work that whole week. Fuck that job.
Telling you, nobody will have a Super Bowl parade better than Atlanta when the Falcons win the Super Bowl.
It's gonna be amazing, man.
It's
gonna be amazing.
Bandwagons coming out then too.
one thing you mentioned about new team, right? That's the interesting thing about this Falcon. We don't had 3 different teams these first 3 seasons. 3 different teams. I mean, so they trying to figure out what Arthur Smith's going to do. They have no clue.
No.
They have no clue because think about it. First year we had Matty Ice. We had him and we passed the ball a lot. Kyle Pitts went over 1,000, things like that. Next year, Marcus Mariota, different quarterback, run the ball, barely passed it because he couldn't pass anyway. But this year we're gonna be balanced. We're gonna be able to do both on offense. Right. So it's gonna be it's a totally different team, and I think Arthur Smith really is going to be able to show why he got hired in the first place. That offensive mind he got.
Yeah, that's what goes back into what we. I'm sorry.
No, it's on you, buddy.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying it's going to go into basically what we've been saying. What we've been saying for a while now. Finally, Arthur and Terry got a hold of this off season. This is the off season they prepared for to really get their team on that field. And you see exactly they got the exact players they want on offense and defense, and they get to put it all together. And you're gonna see really what Arthur Smith is about. Like they couldn't the 1 year 2, he took whatever they gave him. Like it was there, and they had to eat that shit. All right, but now
to the Falcons organization, especially what Terry says, and Bodie, this is big what you just said. Terry talked about it on the season ticket holder conference call earlier this year. It took us 2 years to get where we are today. Which means they've been planning this. They knew, hey, look, we have to fight it out the next 2 years with the roster we have, with the cap space we have. I don't even think they probably thought that their job's going to be on the line. If we make it to the playoffs, if we make it over the 500 hump, that's great. But look at this roster. It's tough.
And that's the thing.
The next 2 years, the moves we make, Arthur, Terry, they're probably talking to you. They're like, look, we can make this happen in 2 years. So let's do it now. Falcon fans probably looking at it. Oh, hot seat. He's out of here. Get him out of here. I think they probably already talked about this. Like, look, we can't shape this roster around in 1 year. We know that. It has to take 2 years. And Terry mentioning it on the call earlier this year, saying it took us 2 years to be where we're at. Think about the Matt situation. Think about the Julio situation. Think about Calvin situation. Think about Deion Jones situation. Think about all the moves they made to now be where they're at. When every Falcon fan in this chat, watching this channel and listening was waiting till that free agency to open, because we were finna spin. And we were finna load up on players, because Terry said it. It took us 2 years to get where we was at to come to today.
And we got money next year too. We got money next year too.
Well, goddamn, Ricardo, you gonna go all the way into the next year already?
I'm just saying because like the thing is they building the team for sustainment. Like not just this year. We ain't the Rams. Like the Rams, put that team together to win the Super Bowl. Look at them now. The Falcons building a team that, hey, we could be like talking about this for a while. That's what we're trying. That's what I'm liking.
That's the thing. And then they see we get these rookie contracts, and we get these babies in here, these good players that's on these rookie contracts, and then we'll see veterans want to come over here. All they need is me. Okay, bet I'm finna go over there and help them, and they can pay them the right amount of money because we got all these rookies making low amount and just winning. We there.
I'm still loving seeing a lot of the Falcons draft picks on the field, like their roster, like on the field. Not no guy coming on there for 2 plays. No, you down and dirty for this Dirty Bird team. Like real talk, like Jake Matthews, Chris Lindstrom, even Caleb McGarry. Hell, give it to Drew Dahman sticking his head in there. Let's go, Drew Dahman. We need more of him this season.
We don't need no high snaps.
Grady Jarrett, Richie Grant. Like I'm seeing these low snaps. I love this. I love what's going on because we want to see the team win. We honestly do. Chase, Bill Barnwell, last take for you and Bodie before we wrap it up. He's putting us 10 at his offensive arsenal. Bill Barnwell has spoke highly of the Falcons in the past. We talked about it on the podcast last year about Bill Barnwell. Now he's come back. Bill Barnwell's back. And he's talking good things about the Falcons as well. This is the guy who doesn't spend time in the Falcons community. He's not in the chats. He's not in the groups. He's not at Flowery Branch every day. But he notices something from his office, that the Falcons have done something where he needs to talk about that. And putting us at 10 on his list with just 5 of those weapons, we haven't even talked about Jonnu. We ain't talked about CP. We ain't talked about Scotty Miller. We ain't talked about Mac Hollins, who is all going to play a key role in this offense. But the weapons he named, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, I mean, just those weapons alone, Chase, we knew could move the chains. Yeah. Bill Barnwell sees that. What is your thoughts on what Bill Barnwell's talking about?
It's huge, bro, because a lot of those players on that picture that was posted about our top 10, there's only one on that whole list that's been over 3 years in the NFL, and that's Cordell Patterson. Drake London, 2 years, Kyle Pitts on year 3, and Bijan Robinson and coming in on year 1, and Tyler coming in on year 2. So this offense is young, and if this team can stay together and stay driving together with a quarterback like Desmond Ridder, and hopefully the chemistry there is strong, and we kick the season off right on the right note. So it's very big to get that type of recognition. Shout out to Barnwell for even putting the Falcons in the top 10, because it is, if you really think about it as a Falcon fan, we still have a lot to prove. This offense still has a lot to prove. Yeah. And for them to hype us up and hype our rookie the way they've been doing is, I know it gives them some type of confidence, and I know they see it just like we see it. So it's good for them and good for the franchise. So I hope we come out and we hold up to that standard and really play some good Falcon football.
Pamela Johnson, Terry and Arthur take no prisoners. They didn't care what nobody say. They definitely had a plan. Hearing Terry talk about how he called Arthur 2 weeks before them going to the interview of the job and saying, "What is your plan?" Go back and listen or find it. Terry said he called Arthur, or Arthur called Terry weeks before they had the interview or the job. I guess the Falcons had reached out to both. And of course, behind the scenes, go back to those days, Falcon fans, they had already talked about what their plan was. Hey, Terry, if we can get you in here, we're probably looking at Arthur Smith. During that time, people were saying Eric Bellamy, the dude from the Chiefs. Yeah. Bring him in here. Yeah. But the Falcons had a head coaching position open. They had that GM spot open. Terry's name was being called. Arthur Smith name was being called. And then hearing that they talked 2 weeks before agreeing to the deal about the roster, which means they both had a plan. They both was going to put that plan in place, and they knew this wasn't going to be a 1 year thing. It's going to take about 2 years to get it done. And once we get it done, the Falcon fans should be happy. And now if you look back 2 years ago to 2 years later now, I'm ready for this season. I'm more than ready for this season now than I was 2 years ago.
No doubt.
So I see that Terry has made the moves to make me happy as a fan. And I know it sucks because it's 2 years, but time keeps moving. And if I'm looking back at the past, Kiki, Chase, Bodie, and Ricondo, if I'm looking back at the past, the Matt Ryan move, the Mariota situation, all that stuff, it's like, man, Terry, what are you doing? But then when you see what he's doing now, and now you can see the vision, it's like, we're ready, bro. Oh, we're ready. The rebuilding is coming along well. Now it's time to,
time to win.
It's time to go win.
They almost messed it up, though.
Thoughts on that, Ricondo? What you got?
Deshaun Watson, they almost messed it up.
Cool. Or we can say Lamar too as well, because the money situation was big. Yeah. Because Falcons were like, we need that offseason. We need this cap space. We've been waiting years for this. Don't give it away to one player. And then all the X's and O's about if he can play and he's injured and all that. Everything went out the window and people was just talking. But for me, seeing that they made the move with Ridder and the organization, I'm just glad that we are at this position now.
Yeah. I mean, this is this, but like the truth is, this season it's on Ridder and Arthur Smith. Yep. I mean, I'm just being honest. It's on. I mean, I think Ridder's gonna do good, but it's on him. It's on him. Nobody believes in him. We believe in him. The teammates believe in him. The organization believe in him, but nobody believes in him. So it's on him and Arthur Smith, because they got all the weapons, all the talent to be what we all think they could be. But at the end of the day, man, like you said, we got to prove it, and that's what they got to do. So it's on Ridder and Arthur Smith, man.
Yeah,
3,000. Bill Barnwell, last take for the topic.
All right, so what did Bill Barnwell say once again?
Shit.
I got something to show y'all. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Bill Barnwell mentioned. I'll go back and pull it up. But remember we talked about Bill Barnwell last year? He was during Eddie Goldman. I think it was. We'll go back to do the Bros breakdown, but he was talking heavy on Eddie Goldman.
No, I got a breakdown for you right now. Go ahead, tell me what did he say.
Bill Barnwell put us in the top 10 arsenal offensive arsenal weapons that he has for, I guess, his position groups. He's looking at our 5 starters, and he's like, man, this team is destined for greatness here. So,
okay.
Bijan, Tyler, CP, Drake London, and Kyle Pitts. He has at number 10 on his offensive weapon arsenal list.
Okay, well, I mean, he's a reporter, you know. He's still the same dude who ranked us 26 for our offense, like our off season.
Yep,
26.
Yep.
So,
that's the Bill Barnwell.
Same Bill Barnwell.
That's the Bill Barnwell I remember now. We did a segment on him last year, right, Bodie?
Yeah.
That's the Bill Barnwell.
Yeah. This Bill Barnwell, the same one he praising our offense, sure. But yeah, he said that we had a shitty offseason.
Okay.
So yeah, he said, yeah. So is it a long-term solution? The Falcons are better on defense, but you should take issues with some of the choices they made. Bates is a great player in the prime of his career, but can you say that about anybody else at the list above? Campbell's a legend, but he's 36.
So do you see
Onyemata and Dupree are 30?
Now, do you see how we can spend so much time now going at Bill Barnwell with this? Because you can't look at the weapons, Bill Barnwell, and say we're going to give 5 guys of your offense 10th in the league.
Yeah.
And then go and say the Falcons offense or the Falcons. He said the offense was the team.
No, he said our off-season moves.
Off-season. He said our off-season was 26.
Our defense. He said the defense, what we did on defense was terrible.
No, Bill Barnwell, you can't make those. You can't make. I don't know. See, that's
he's
how I'm saying.
Campbell's old. He's saying Onyemata and Dupree is old. He's saying, Okuda. No, he's saying a lot of stuff here, bro.
I don't want to turn a positive moment negative on Bill Barnwell.
Hey, damn that. Now. No, we are real.
Trying to give Bill Barnwell this benefit of a doubt that he said that we're 10th. And now here comes Bill Barnwell. I'm glad you fact checked this, Bodie. I'm glad you pulled that up on some more. Not even just fact checking that what Bill Barnwell was talking about. I'm talking about how he's talking shit now about the offseason for the Falcons. So Bill Barnwell, where is your head at with this?
You don't know.
Let's get Bill on the show. And,
if we're 10th in the rankings, we're moving the chains. We're scoring, bro. If you're saying that our weapon group is 10th, that is enough, honestly, that I can see those 5 players damn near putting up enough offense to go help us win. And did he even put Ritter on this list? He even put Ritter out there.
He didn't put Ritter on there. Yep.
He didn't put Ritter. So he's looking at Bijan. We know Bijan gonna eat Pitts, Drake London, CP, Tyler. Man, that's part of our offense that we know is getting ready to go help win this game. So Bill Brown, what the fuck are you talking about?
He's praising our He's praising our offense, but he's shitting on our defense.
Our defense got much better too as well through the offseason.
Yeah, much better.
So much.
Jesus
better.
Christ, Bill Barnwell. Boy, Bill Barnwell want to go.
I see everything. When you said Bill Barnwell,
as Falcon fans, been excited about a defense. Let's be honest here.
2016.
I tried to gather my thoughts earlier about who Bill Barnwell was.
Top 15.
That's the guy we did the report on last year. I remember this guy now.
Yeah, he was forgettable.
Bill Barnwell.
A lot of these, whatever they call it, analysts, a lot of them are switching up. Like I said, if you just go on to YouTube right now and just type in Atlanta Falcons, you'll see like people talking negative, like when it was like near February, March, and then now it's starting
to
get
Bijan, and now Falcons, look out for the Falcons, yeah, SMD.
But you know what though, if you listen to some of them, they don't even know the team. Like
they don't.
You'll hear them talk, and they'll mention somebody that I'm like, he ain't even on the team no more. So
what's dude name? The moron that be on that rides LeBron nuts all the time. What's his name? Cowherd. Like he mentioned Calvin Ridley. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
He was way off. He really didn't even know who we had on the squad.
No.
Yeah. And to me that it makes me mad because I'm like, dude, you supposed to be. If you're gonna talk about somebody, at least know what you're talking about.
And you're on a national TV show at that. So.
And we can go ahead and start preparing for the end of the show. But Kiki, Chase, Bodie, and Ricardo, you know that these journalists, they text a journalist who's here on the ground and say, "Oh, that's my partner. That's my brother. I got it. Hey, Jack, what's going on with the Falcons?" I sent a whole report back. Perfect. I'll put it in my column. start talking about it. Next thing you know,
they pick what they want, like the National
retweets,
Inquisitor.
15,000 likes in the shares. And next thing you know, they know everything about the Falcons, but they're living in their office in Delaware. Haven't even been to the Flowery Branch. Never even seen the facility, but though they're putting out reports on the Falcons. You're going to get that from time to time. And I'm sorry, Bill Barnwell. We had a good moment for you there, man. I had to praise for you. Now I remember, boy, where you been? Now I remember who you is.
I'm here for justice. Okay.
Hey, I like that, Bodie. Keep them receipts. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Bodie heard that name, Bill Barnwell. I guarantee it rang a bell because Bodie did like a breakdown on the situation, or it was something that we spent a lot of time going at Bill Barnwell about this shit. But
I said, bye, Felicia.
He never even tried the lemon pepper wings in Atlanta, man. He don't even know what the fuck this is.
But he working from home out of Wyoming. I don't want to hear nothing about no Bill Barnwell.
Falcon fans. We lit. We live. We went over the time too as well. But that's what we do here on One Time for the Fan. We don't work for CBS. Kiki, Bodie, Chase, and Ricondo. This has been great talking Falcons football with everybody. Ricondo is even better when we do these type of free forms versus asking questions because we just get, we get the real fan. Instead of coming out with the questions. But we don't have no problem either one. Questions or free form doesn't matter, but fans just want to hear more than just the questions.
Right.
So this is great that you got a chance to, take some time out your day to come chop it up with us here on One Time for the Fan. Definitely, if you get a chance to come back, we would love to have you back here on the
definitely.
show.
We want to come back when we're on like a 5-game winning streak.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everybody talk going crazy. We all drinking in here, got on gold.
Yeah, we're on a 5-game winning streak.
We don't tell us nothing.
I remember we did do that. 2015? Then we Dan Quinn first year we went on like 5-0, then like lost
I remember that.
Yeah. God, the past.
Fast and physical.
Yeah.
And Tack and what's his name?
Yeah.
And Beasley.
Yeah. Keanu Neal, yeah.
We call Coach Quinn Coach that's all I kept hearing in the press conference. And all right, Coach.
And then this motion right here.
And that's why I like Arthur Smith, because Arthur Smith don't play the radio with the media at all.
Yeah, he don't play.
Dan Quinn, the worst game manager ever, man. Damn, he can't manage a game.
He's terrible.
It was so terrible, man. We lost so many games because of that.
Falcon fans, you know what happens when you go down the Dan Quinn road. You know what's going to happen.
Well, his game manager, but he got better.
He did. His first season, he was kind of, but man, once he get in that 4-minute offense, it's a wrap.
Mm-hmm. So, quick yes or no answer, Chase, Bodie, Kiki, Ricondo. Are we all in on Arthur Smith this year? The team has been built up now. It's ready to go. Are we going to do we have any excuses for Arthur Smith this season?
This is it. This is it. He's got to do it.
We're going to find out.
He got to show us something now. This is it, man.
We had the money. We had a good draft. Let's go.
I mean, think about it. The NFC South is wide. NFC wide open. All the quarterbacks in the NFC. So
hey, you facts. He was a hype man. He was.
He was.
Yeah.
Give him some pom-poms. That's all he was doing.
So this is big, Falcon fans, because not only are the Falcons going to win the Super Bowl this year, the Hawks are going to go win the NBA championship. The Braves are getting ready to go win, and then we just keep moving it from there. Anybody? What happened when I said the Hawks? Everybody, what happened?
I mean, I agree with the Braves. The Braves gonna win. Yeah, but
damn, no love. All right. Well,
I think the
you ain't a Lakers fan too, is you?
She's Golden State.
Okay.
I'm Steph. I'm Steph.
Okay.
She's like out the conversation. She's like out the conversation.
Oh, see.
People that just won championships like recently is like don't even be a part of this conversation. Ricondo, you have a great channel over there on YouTube too as well. And of course, you're always talking Falcons football. That's what you told us. You can talk Falcons football all day.
All day, man.
We tried to shorten all day to an hour and a half for you, but that was enough right here. I mean, you did a great job, brother. But tell us about your podcast. Where can we hear you? What's going on, man?
Yeah, so like once again, the first of all, I want to say I appreciate you guys bringing me on. I enjoy talking to Falcons, man. I really do, especially different people. Good perspectives. I mean, especially positive fans too, because you can get a lot of people that want to just be negative about it. You can be negative about anything, but talking to positive fans, because we want the team to do good. So first of all, I want to appreciate you guys letting me come on. But my channel started about 2 years ago, man. Just I actually saw podcasts. That's what I did. I went on YouTube and I saw a lot of Falcon podcasts. I saw Atlanta Falcon Nation, Spitty, Big Country, Aaron Freeman, Falcoholic. I saw all those different podcasts out there. So
shout out.
And I was like, hey, I'm gonna do it. That's what I do. I'll talk about Packers all the time anyway. So went on and so I pretty much, when I'm thinking about something, some news come out, you're gonna see a post from me. If it's short posts, I do live shows, but since the off season, I haven't did a whole bunch of live shows because it's been kind of dead. So, but any Falcon news, you'll actually see something come out from me. I post a lot of material. I kind of go into details about different players, the scheme, when I'm thinking, who's gonna pop this year or something like that. So anything about the Falcons, yes, I'm talking about it. So be on the lookout for that. I don't think I have anything coming up anytime soon. Might do a live here soon, but because it's the dead time, we all know that. So, but yeah, that's my channel, Real Falcon Fan. Come on, please subscribe, like, and come out and kick it with me sometime. So
always, are you stepping out the training camp this year?
Oh, definitely. I'm trying to make it to that first weekend out there, open practice. So hope to see you guys out there. I can't wait. It's gonna be a training camp because they got too many players and they ain't got 53 spots, man. So somebody ain't gonna make the team. Somebody good.
Gonna be some surprises.
Yeah, somebody good might get cut.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting. So
that DB room is crowded.
Yeah, yeah. I think I picked 7 DBs. I don't think they're gonna keep that many, but I couldn't think of one they should drop. So,
so Falcon fans, Ricondo, a real Falcons fan. You can catch him on YouTube, Spotify too, brother.
You did, Eric.
No, you just Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. That's it.
Okay. Send us over definitely your social media links. We'll go ahead and post that on One Time for the Fan. It was great to have Ricondo take some time out of his day to come chop it up with us. Chase, we definitely thank you for showing up today. Bodie, you gotta get back to work. Kiki, we really do thank you for taking the time out of your day too as well. Any final thoughts tonight, Chase? Ricondo, you get to be here for a new outro too. Well, it's not really a new outro, but everybody loves it. Bodie really loves it. It's called Acoustic Cinematic. We'll get to it in just a second. Chase, any final thoughts? Go ahead and get up out of here, brother.
Unfollow because of this.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Ricondo, man. Appreciate you coming through, spitting your facts on the Falcons and what you think this team's going to do this year. Just shout out to Eric and everybody that's been in the comment section tonight, keeping this show popping. We feed off of what y'all comment, so appreciate everybody that's in the chat. I want to give a shout out to my channel, man. My little channel I got is growing day by day. Anybody that showed me love that's came over from One Time for the Fan or any other podcast, appreciate y'all. Y'all some real ones, and appreciate the subs, all the likes, all the shares. Much love.
Man, don't throw little on that, Chase. Your channel is popping, bro. I checked your show out.
Yeah, your channel is definitely going in the right direction. Chase. Shout out to any fan from One Time for the Fan who subscribed to Chase's channel. Chase, I'll send you the invoice later about that. And then we'll go from there. But for the most
part, some credit, man. Yeah, gotta go Sparta kick his ass out the chat.
Oh shit! I'm on fire. It's the end of the show. But Chase, yes, he definitely has a great podcast coming up. Philip Sapp is also a part of that too as well. So shout out to Philip, who's taking the time out of his day to talk Falcons football with you. Anytime you need One Time for the Fan, One Time for the Fan will be there, man. Just like how you've been there for us too as well. Kiki, what you got going on with you over there on your side? Any final thoughts for tonight?
No, like I said, I appreciate everybody in the chat. I appreciate all you guys. I'm enjoying doing this podcast, and let's take back our division. This is our division. The hell with Keep Pouting, the hell with Blue Dat, and the hell with fire those BB guns. Let's
You said that like it was just ready to go. Like, is it written on a wall in front of you? Like, you have it on a poster? Like,
yeah. That's what happens
on?
when you troll people all day. So I mean, it comes naturally.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And of course, my good brother, my Ron Loud partner in crime. I don't know if you get lost in the crowd. I don't know what to do, bro. Matter of fact, somebody just told me the other day. They said, "What happens if like you guys are like jumping around and like one of you guys go down and somebody gets down, gets lost in the crowd?" I said, "Well, we just got to say a prayer.
It's a wrap.
We have to do it that moment."
Start stream mode.
I'm telling you, it's one of those crowds. You get anywhere below sea level, you're in trouble. You're in big trouble. Yeah. You make it to that ground, you're in some big trouble. And Bodie's like, what, 5'2"? So you're in big trouble. I can't see you, Bodie. Bodie! Anybody seen him?
I look like that Panthers quarterback. Stop playing with me.
Shit. Bodie 3000.
Hey, we got to bring E on next. We got to bring on E. E is a diehard.
Eric Parker.
We got to bring.
Yeah,
him.
he been here. He been on the show.
Parker's been on the podcast before. We're definitely going to get back on. I got Miles Garrett getting ready to come back on soon. We got a lot more people we're getting ready to work on to get on the podcast. Ricondo, this was big. He got
Ricondo coming back.
Yeah, we got to bring Ricondo back
for a while. Say again, Kiki.
Got to bring him back too.
Who?
Ricondo.
Of course, we got to bring Ricondo. Hell yeah, Ricondo, ATL Will. Scott Carissa.
We gotta see if we can get Sade too. So
Lieutenant Dan, Sade,
Lieutenant Dan,
Kelly Price,
purify themselves.
The Isley brothers, David Ruffin, goddamn, Arsenio Hall. Get them all on the goddamn show. We gonna get them on.
Let's get your high school. Let's get your high school coach on the show. Let's get your high school.
You'll be glad to come on the show. Matter of fact, I'm calling right now.
You just verify them false stories.
You want footage of the 80-yard throw? It's gonna happen. I can get it. I don't know where them VHS tapes is. This is back during VHS, y'all. Well, so I don't know about your Apple iPhone and shit. We're talking about back with VHS. So I don't know what this tape is. We're gonna try to find it. We're gonna try to find it.
Bless it.
Ricondo, a real Falcons fan, Kiki Chase. We thank y'all so much. Bodie 3000. Last day for the night, man. What you got?
Hey man, look. Just shout out to Ricondo. I appreciate you, brother, man. You just full of knowledge and wisdom, and you really blessed us with your presence and your hope for us doing well this upcoming season. So I mean, I appreciate that. Definitely can't wait for you to come back, bro.
Gotcha, man.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all just been showing love. Let's get them ones in the chat again, man.
Get B-John on the show.
Get B-John on the show. Yeah, we get B-John on the show. Need him to get the sponsored by them mustards. I know it's
we're all wearing mustard shirts. We all have to have a big gallon of the mustard thing sitting in front of us.
Man, I hope he paying for it. You know how much a gallon of mustard is?
Right, and shout out to that fan that said that we make the playoffs, he was going to drink a whole thing of that mustard too.
You're not going to forget that, are you, Kiki? This fan is in trouble because we're saying this shit in July.
You talk about heartburn?
Oh, yes.
Oh, Falcon fans. We are lit. Of course, we are live every Sunday, 8 p.m. We have a good time talking Falcons football, and we'll be back later on this week. We're going to work on this new show that we have coming up because we did talk to some other content creators about time slots and what they got going on because everybody here wants to put out great content for Falcons fans. And I'm not going to step on 5 other content creators' toes who's going on live the same time we're going live.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit better.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
It's tough, especially when you rock with those people too as well. So it's
kind
of like, hey,
it's enough for everybody to eat.
It is enough for everybody to eat, but we want to win. You know, we want to win with the podcast. We want to win on the field and in the stands with the fans. But at the end of the day, we want to make sure everybody has a good time doing this too as well. So we have a new show coming up that we'll let you guys know about. We'll be back next week, Sunday. Thank you, Sade. Jack's thoughts are 30 more minutes. I really appreciate that.
Shout out.
Last thing you gotta say. Not all you gotta say, Jack, at the end is take care of yourselves.
Okay. All right.
Just like Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Rise up, go Falcons. Look for the new show. Here goes acoustic cinematic for all you people that's been sitting here waiting for it.
Stay tuned.
Or
There it is. Right there, Ricondo. Greatest outro ever.
Anytime down.
Oh, you can't hear it, Ricondo? Hold on.
I hear it.
No, you can't.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck is this?
There you go, Ricondo, right there. I put it at 67 on the volume for you. I'm sure you can hear that. There it is. You see?
Chase baby nursery.
For real. That's what I'm saying.
You better out playing white noise.
I'm gonna go ahead and edit that. It's gonna put it out. Yeah, I'm editing it. It's gonna say Chase's baby nursery right now. I'm gonna edit that.
What,
One
Chase,
time
you
for the
gonna really
fan.
play that for your baby?
God.
One time, Eric loves it. What's that? I'll get y'all show banned. Oh,
God. Get it off.
I
Get it off.
told you stop playing that shit.
No, Sade, you gotta come on. You gotta come on.
Shawty, I'm gonna go into that chat and get on your head. Eric, get to the chat. Get to the chat.
You
One
gotta
time
bring
for the
both of
fan.
them on at the same time.
Yeah,
You'll have
we'll
a
be back.
dude rapping about one time for the fan, a whole one time for the fan rap or something. Chase, you supposed to start rapping.
Sheesh, we got an album on the way too. One time for the fan. We'll be back next week Sunday. Of course, with our 8 o'clock show, but definitely look for another show this week. We'll give y'all some more information about it. But thank y'all, and once again, rise up.
Peace.
That's how we do it.